Hey Gemini, I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your general love tarot reading for June 1st through the 15th. We're going to take a peek at the energy that's surrounding you guys right now, and then we'll dig into some tarot looking at your current energy, the energy of the person that's around you, even if it's not physically just yet. We'll look at some obstacles, challenges, and what might be hidden from you, advice from spirit, and your potential outcome. Then we'll wrap up with one last oracle card to see if spirit has any final messages from you. I do like to get all of the cards out before I start reading them. So if you want to go straight to your message, go ahead and click the timestamp in the link in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So the first oracle card that we have for the energy that's surrounding you for this reading is Full Moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So let's grab another oracle card and see what other energies are surrounding you right now for this reading. Other energies for my Gemini collective. Okay, and we have one that came out, and we have endurance. Keep going. All right, so we'll see how those fit into your reading, but let's start by grabbing some tarot cards. We'll start first with your current energy, and what we have for you is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The energy for the person around you is the Six of Pentacles. Challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden from you. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. Advice from Spirit. We have the Knave of Chalices in reverse. And for your potential outcome, we have two that flipped over. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Wheel in reverse. Okay, so let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages a little bit more. Starting with your current energy, we have Justice. Your person's energy, we have the Four of Swords. For challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden from you, we have the Queen of Coins. For advice from Spirit, okay, we have two that flipped. We have the Page of Wands, and we also have the Empress in reverse. And for your potential outcome, we have the World. All right, so let's grab some oracle cards and get some final messages before we get into the reading. Starting with your current energy, we have Stoked. For your person's energy, we have Total Connection. For obstacles, challenges, and what's hidden, we have Strategy. For advice from Spirit, we have Abandonment. And for your potential outcome, we have Dating that flipped over. All right, Gemini, let's get into this. So with the overall energy that's sort of surrounding you, with the answers you need are coming and endurance, it feels like you're sort of floating along, not really knowing what's next. There seems to be a lot of confusion and uncertainty surrounding you right now. And with these cards, Spirit is saying that during this time period, even though you may be a little bit confused, you may be a little bit lost, the only thing that you have to do when it comes to, romantic relationships, love in general, is just to keep moving forward as best that you can. Even though sometimes it may be frustrating, it may be exhausting, it may hurt a little bit that you don't know what's next for you, it's important for you to keep doing that work and keep moving forward in this process. So looking at the energy, at your energy right now, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, we have Justice, and then we have Stoked. Riding the wave of positive manifestation, excited, dream come true, great things happening. So I feel like your energy right now, Gemini, is that you're not particularly happy, right? And it feels as though, in terms of love or romance or relationships, that this is something that you've been working towards for quite some time now, right? And you only want what's fair. But it also seems as though you're in a place where it's even difficult for you to be excited about it. Like, even the prospect, like the process of finding relationships, it doesn't necessarily seem to make you happy right now. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and stoked, it's like, I mean, I want this abundance, I'm not there. And the process up until this point has been just so full of tomfoolery. I just want what's fair. I want what I deserve. I want reciprocity. I want the effort that I've put into this, into finding someone and being a good person for somebody. I just want that to come back to me. So looking at the energy of the person that's around you, they have the Six of Pentacles, they have the Four of Swords, and they also have total connection, like-minded, resonance and intimacy, compatible personality types, healthy attachment styles. So while you're sitting here, sort of frustrated about where you are and just wanting what's fair, guess what? So is this person. They're resting, right? They're super quiet. But their hope also is that they find someone that will bring balance into their love life, into their relationships. Both of you are sort of mirroring each other, where you're a little bit tired, you're taking, maybe taking a step back, you're trying to center yourselves, right? But each of you with the Justice card and your person with the Six of Pentacles, you only want what's fair. You only want balance. You only want what's right. You only want the return of what it is that you're giving. So this person is looking for the exact same thing that you are. Looking at the obstacles, challenges, and what's hidden from you, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Coins, and we also have strategy. Have a game plan. Implement daily routines that support your goals. Be clear about desires. So the big challenge, I think, is in you sort of choosing a path forward, right? With this endurance and the answers you need are coming. It almost feels as though you're at a crossroads, right? Whether or not to sort of tap out on this situation. If this is a person that is currently in your life, it's a little bit hard to decide whether or not you even want to expend the effort of trying to go down this path with them, to even see what's possible. If there's not anybody that's immediately popping into your head, it may be that you're sort of in that place where it's like, you know what, screw love, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this again. So it feels as though there's a little bit of a battle, right? And figuring out whether or not you want to move forward and offer yourself to somebody. And what you don't realize is that you need to have a game plan in place, right? This waffling back and forth, this not making a decision whether or not you want love, you want to move forward in love, you want to try and explore if love exists around you, which it does. You're going to have to start taking those little steps. Even though you're tired, even though you're frustrated, even though you're not sort of feeling that abundance around you, the only way that you're going to get your justice, that you're going to get what you want, is to persevere, to keep moving forward and let things unfold. Let those answers come to you. And again, it's not going to be like a 180 overnight, but it's going to be those small incremental steps that you take. Being open to a conversation, being open to lunch or dinner, being open to, other dates and spending more time getting to know this person. So that's what you need to know right now. Looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Knave of Chalices in reverse. We have the Page of Wands, the Empress in reverse, and we also have abandonment. Fear, abandonment issues are affecting relationships, ghosting, and forgive, especially yourself. So with these cards, it feels as though Spirit is saying for you, and this message actually came out in a couple of other readings that I did, where Spirit is saying, you know what? Don't be so quick to give of yourself, because I think that that may be what burned you in the past, is that you went all in and perhaps the other person did not. Maybe they stuck a pinky toe in the water, testing the temperature, make sure the chlorine levels are good. Meanwhile, you like swimming in the deep end, like you coming to join me, and they're like, no, no, not so much. And so Spirit is saying that, at least initially, right? Dial it back. You're looking for balance. Well, you have to make sure that you're balanced yourself. So spend a little bit of time watching this person. Don't rush in to try and offer them everything that you have. Don't be so quick to be nurturing, right? Not saying that you have to be a selfish wretch, and wretches can be men or women. Not saying that you have to go to that extreme, but you don't have to be the one putting in all of the work. You don't have to be the one who's planting the seeds, who's watering them, who's nurturing them, who's making them fed. Allow them to do something. So step back a little bit, right? Give something. Let the other person know that you're interested and that you're open to them. But don't put yourself in a place of doing all of the work. Right? And where you may have done that before, where you may have been more invested in the person than they were in you, forgive yourself for that. Forgive yourself for putting yourself in that place. So, candidly, I'm not a fan of that saying that you have to forgive everyone. Everyone doesn't deserve forgiveness. Period, point blank. Everybody does not deserve it. And you don't have to give it to other people in order to move on with your own life. But a lot of times you do have to forgive yourself for allowing that energy into your space, for not being stronger, for whatever part you think that you played in something. Forgive yourself. That's what's most important. So Spirit is saying that you need to do that to be able to be open, to do things differently the next go round, to allow this balance in your own life and the balance that this person wants to bring in as well. So looking at your potential outcome, we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. We have the Wheel in reverse. We have the World in upright. And we also have dating. Will likely be dating, like each other, enjoying each other's company, seeing each other. So what we have for your potential outcome after all of this finding balance and this good forgiveness, I think ultimately you'll stop reflecting on the past, and you'll arrive at a place where you're more optimistic and you're more open to dating. You're more open to exploring. And so as long as you are sort of looking at the past with regret, with some sort of angst, with some sort of emotion, and not in that state of being balanced, things are not going to change. This new beginning with this person that is looking for balance is not going to happen. But once you undertake that shift in perspective, right? And you forgive yourself and keep moving ahead, then what's going to happen is that a new chapter is going to open up for you. And you will end up dating this person who has been sort of sitting quietly in your energy space, just taking a rest, looking for their match, someone who's on the same page as them, somebody who is also interested in balance and reciprocity. That's who's going to show up for you. So Gemini, this is a good thing. It's a little tweak, right? You'll get your answers once you forgive yourself, right? Once you heal from whatever it is that happened in the past, you'll get that spark back. And I think that you will have learned your lesson. And I think those are the answers that you need, right? What lesson did you need to take from past experiences? And again, maybe it's not giving so much of yourself so quickly to someone else, but keep moving forward. Just do it in a slightly more tempered way. And there'll be some fun times coming in. There'll be some new possibilities coming in for you with another balance seeker. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one last oracle card and see what final message Spirit has for you. Okay, apparently they have two messages for you. So the first one that came out is consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. And the second card that came out, rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So I feel like with these cards, Spirit is saying two things, right? Pause. That's the first, right? Where you're in this place of feeling lack, you can't get excited, you just want fairness. You need to take just a little bitty step back and focus on you for a little while. Focus on your healing, focus on your self-forgiveness so that you can make sure that you're in the right headspace to welcome love in. Consider your foundation and look at how committed you are to love. There was this, one of the big challenges that we talked about was this sort of back and forth energy of figuring out whether or not love was even something that you want to invest in, whether it's something you even want to be open to now. And Spirit is saying that you need to evaluate that as you're taking this step back and thinking things through, getting yourself in a place of balance and centeredness. How committed are you to wanting love? Because when it comes to love, there's no going back and forth. There's no wishy-washy. That's not going to be a stable foundation. This is something either you're open to it or you are not. And I think that you want to be open to it. I think that you're a little bit gun shy. But again, once you get past that and once you get sort of on that firm foundation of, yes, love is absolutely what I want, and you undergo this healing and forgiveness process for yourself, you're going to see this shift coming in. You're going to see that old chapter with this hurt and feeling of lack. You're going to see that closing out, and you're going to see this very balanced person come in that you can actually have a good chance of building something with. So Gemini, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.